Hi guys, welcome back to season 2, episode 9 of Chat Bout Flim. Yay!
Bam.
Today we just have our family or in-house people to discuss
Flim Faves.
Flim Faves 2021. Definitely.
Jay was like, what's the episode?
So I'm going to go around and introduce everybody. Matthew.
Yo, what's up?
Javi.
Yeah.
Who will be our guest of honor today.
It is here, guys.
This guy.
Oh, me, Sam on the right now.
Okay, and me, Gigi, hi.
And Shane over there.
No Shane today.
He's alive still, he's not a rest in peace, but we miss you, Shane.
Why would you say that?
That's so morbid.
Oh God.
Okay, so we're just going to get into it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, basically what we want to do today is kind of just go through our favorites for 2021. It's not in any type of order. It's not like top 10 or whatever. Mostly because I feel like my top 10 is going to involve films I don't see it. Because Palace takes forever to show films. So I'm probably going to watch these films in 2022. Some of them coming out on HBO Max and Disney Plus, like I haven't gotten a chance to see King Richard yet or Matrix and those movies.
So you can watch it on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Because you have that.
That's not the point. Those who have Disney Plus should watch it on Disney Plus.
Right.
And HBO Max.
Right.
I got them
Legally.
Right.
illegally. I got them legally.
Why before the legally is like, But yeah. So we're just going to talk about what we've seen, how we feel about them, and how much we hate each other's choices.
That's going to be interesting.
So Gigi, throw some of yours.
Throw out some of them.
Oh God,
Was it ready
pressure.
for that?
Pressure. Yeah, I know.
So?
Alright, throw out a film. A film.
A flim. Give me just one moment. So sorry about that.
Alright, Jamar, we can throw one of Jamar's.
Oh, nobody.
Nobody's?
No, that's the name of the
Nobody. The movie where Saul Goodman becomes John Wick.
Yes.
I haven't gotten to see it yet, but tell me, why are you like him?
I don't know. He kind of has like a
Nobody vibe?
Yeah.
A nobody vibe.
I don't care. I'm gonna fuck these people up attitude, and it's really fun to watch.
Nice. I still haven't seen it yet, and I plan to. But there's a part of it that just felt too... Not that it's unbelievable. I guess when I do see it, how...
I mean, yeah.
But it's just like, it feels like all those people got to karate this what they think they can do.
Maybe. Saul only gets beat up when he wants to get beat up.
Okay.
Because he could easily, the show frames it that he could easily kill these people if he wanted to.
It's not like Kung Pao where the
So
guy
there's a part time that enjoys getting beat.
I guess, the trauma,
Is this like sadomasochism?
No. So spoilers. He is a spy or some kind of government agent, but his family doesn't know. And so these people come to rob him in the middle of the night, and he's like, "Oh, I've been waiting to fuck somebody up." But then his son comes downstairs, and his wife comes or whatever.
So basically, he has to take the beat up.
Yeah, so he takes the beat up to be like, "Oh no, I'm so helpless. Please don't hurt my family." When he knows that he could actually and he goes after them.
Yeah.
Eventually, yeah.
Interesting.
Big spoilers, I guess.
That has motivated me to watch me a little bit more.
Yeah. Watch it more.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Jamar, throw out one of yours.
Let's go for what's popular now. The Harder They
Fall. And
I
Matthew's
haven't
gonna
watched
tell
that.
us why he hates it.
I joke, trash.
Would you say trash? You're disappointed.
No,
Would
it's
you
not
say
trash.
trash?
It's not trash, but it's not
It's
good.
not trash.
It's not good.
I enjoyed it for exactly what it was. I wasn't looking for anything else than what it gave me. I had no big expectations. And as Matthew said, which I rightly agree, the best part is the soundtrack. The soundtrack is out of this world awesome. But
The best part
it
is
was
like
a fun movie.
The best part is like
Alright.
However,
Oh, okay.
I would say he's so hilarious.
But like a
He is.
Oh,
I like that
like hit you up, hit you
yeah.
up.
Oh, you like that guy?
Sploosh.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
the
yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
likes
Slippery
that
when
guy.
wet. Mhm.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
You said sploosh, I was good.
Ah! So yeah, what I would say about Holiday Fall is I enjoyed it as a very fun black western. You know what I mean? Like it's not in my top
Like
10
Django?
westerns of all
It's
time.
Definitely.
No, you know, Django is in my top 10. You know, and I think I don't know if I even throw Django as a black western.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a good Tarantino western.
Okay.
Mago say something. And we mentioned it to Matty earlier. The only problem I have with it is that I feel like them that try too hard to make it black. Like it have that ear to it where it's like them just like go all out, them go over the top to make it just seem black.
What was over the top? Because I mean, I feel like it's black because they're all black.
Yeah, but
But I mean, what about it thematically, or even like
The white tone is part of it.
The what?
wait,
white
but
town.
it wasn't. It was all black people in the town.
No, the white
No,
tone.
the
When they
white
went to rob
tone.
the bank, you realize that they've made it so white. Like it didn't even
Yeah,
have
but,
dirt.
but they went to that white town.
well,
It's the only white tone we saw.
that's
Yeah, but
I wouldn't say
hold
that.
On, hold on,
But even just how they allow the characters to have this extra swag.
I think that's what made it good because it's like you wanted them to talk like white people.
No, bro. I never said I don't
When you
want
say
them to
swag,
have
what do you mean?
swag, But it's just like it just felt extra, like them are trying too hard.
What do you mean by swag?
Huh?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
The typical black man swag. Like there's a swag that black people have. I'm sorry, white people. That white people just don't have. And it was
No, don't say sorry for that. No, that's
Don't feel sorry for
no,
that.
no. They've done enough that we don't apologize for certain things. This is one of the things we're not apologizing for.
Rasta man,
Be
don't
offended.
apologize, no. Alright.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just feel like them they just that try too hard.
I
That's
guess.
just my
So did the
opinion.
swag feel fake?
It kinda does.
Well, here where I disagree. I think the only reason it might feel fake is because black people didn't have that much power back in those Western times. But if they did, that's what they would sound like to me. I feel like the depiction of them in that time was fully accurate. Especially Regina King. Like, I feel like, and then to be honest, a lot of all of those characters are real people.
Yeah.
So a lot of the depictions of their swag is pretty much like, because I think if you look up the name someone please. I think like Regina King's character and
Stagecoach.
Zazie Beats.
Mm-hmm.
Her character as well. Stagecoach. She's gonna give us all names.
I tried that black.
But Regina King's character and Zazie Beats' character in history had that swag, and that's what got them in trouble all the time. You see me? So it's like what you consider,
What
what you
if they had
consider
swag?
over
They
the
were
top.
criminals. That's what got them in trouble.
Huh?
They were criminals. That's what.
Yeah,
got
but
them
I'm
in trouble.
saying, along with being criminals, that was part of their like persona. Huh?
Regina King's
character and Zazie
Trudy
Beats.
Smith and Stagecoach Mary.
And Stagecoach.
Stagecoach.
Yeah, so I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
That it
alright,
felt over the top
alright,
to you, but
Alright.
fine.
Alright. So no, I'm glad you bring up that.
Yeah.
Zin? So them two they actually connect with history. Because those are two of the most well done characters.
Fine. I mean, I think all of them. I get what you're saying. I can't tell you how to think about the movie, but it's just that for me, in order for it to be a success, to be successful, what it's doing, they kind of had to have that extra swag. You see me? So I guess for you it might feel too much, but if they didn't have that extra swag, I think it would just be black characters doing white roles. It's my movie now.
Yeah.
Give me one of mine. I did give you. Oh, Judas and the Black Messiah.
Sure.
Oscar winner. What it won?
Mm-hmm.
As usual, Gigi doesn't have anything prepared. Judas and the Black Messiah was again great performance by Lakeith as well in that
That's
movie.
my guy.
But the thing about Judas and the Black Messiah for me, why it stood out is we've seen so many films about like black revolutionaries. You know what I mean? We've seen the Malcolm X's, we've seen the Martin Luther King stories, we've seen Selma and all of that. But there's something about the grit and underground of these stories that I think Judas and the Black Messiah does so cleanly. You know what I mean? Even the tint of the movie, even the color of the movie, it felt dark. It felt like old furniture. It felt like, yo, these people are in the trenches of this shit. And it's just about, and it's about loyalty, it's about all of that. But Daniel
Kaluuya. Yeah.
Say it for me.
Kaluuya.
Kaluuya? Is it just Kaluuya?
Yeah, I think so.
I always get it wrong.
I think you're doing too much.
Extra sauce. Too much
Maybe.
extra sauce. Yeah.
Nigga.
His performance, nigga. His performance for me was very direct. You know, like the movie done, and I'm like, Daniel Kaluuya could just be the lead of Black Lives Matter. Like, him could just come off of the screen and deal with it. And when a performance has that sort of impact, it's just groundbreaking to me. Like, for example, Denzel as Malcolm X. I think his performance was groundbreaking because I also think that Malcolm X, the film, isn't as great as people put it. I think it's not in Spike Lee's top 3 or top 5 movies.
Okay.
But Denzel's performance of him. There
Was
are a bunch of
tough.
movies that I think are okay, but the performance of the person is
what-
so groundbreaking.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that about Ray.
Oh, definitely.
I think as a movie, Ray is
Ray-
okay, but I think him as Ray is
Jamie Foxx
is great.
execution.
I think that
of
about
Ray
Ali
is
as a
amazing.
movie.
It happens to a lot of those
Biopic kind of
Yeah,
vibes.
because you see the thing is, it's real life. Only so much happens to one person in their lifetime.
Yeah,
But the performance is usually what will become us to breakthrough.
yeah,
Because it's always those movies that win at least the nomination, if not the actual award.
true.
I was saying that the only movie I can think about I saw this year that was at least decent is Dune, which
Dune. That's on
That's
my
one of
list.
mine.
So, on
Yeah.
yours as well?
Yeah.
So knock that shit up.
And it probably wouldn't even be on my list if I saw more movies, but since I have to work well, I have.
Well, we're going to throw TV shows out there as well.
Well, alright. I haven't seen
What
any
did
of
you
those.
like the most about Dune?
What I like the most? I like the cinematography a lot.
Bro, it have to win Oscar for cinematography.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Like it have to, right?
It probably will. I don't know what it's competing against, but it
Yeah.
probably will.
Matrix might.
Oh god.
Oh,
Well, let's see.
I have low expectations of that movie.
I think I should do that. I think I should do
Just so that you can at least
Bro.
appreciate it or enjoy it.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, but the last two before this were borderline bad to me. Like the first
We're not
Matrix
talking
was
about
great.
that. We're talking about Dune.
Okay, right. So we're talking
Don't
about
piss
Dune.
me off.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So the cinematography was good. I cannot remember the original movie. I never read the book or books, whatever it is. The original movie, I just remember the sandworm. That's like literally the only memory I have, and I know who stars it. So all in all, the story was a surprise, and it was. The story itself was good. I really wish that it was a little bit longer, maybe. I don't know how to put it.
Dune?
It was pretty long.
It's long, but you see, it's still cut short. Obviously, they're doing that on purpose, but
Yeah.
like
But the real chunk of the story was like in the last part of the
seconds.
Yeah,
If
in the
not,
seconds, yeah.
I want
What's
kinda
funny is I watched
Dune.
Dune and I can't remember nothing about it. So
Channel.
it's
Not memorable, eh?
Damn.
it's just not
That's
memorable.
crazy to me because, like, after I watched Dune, I couldn't stop thinking about it. So, like, some of the things that maybe you guys aren't considering plot points, I think were so stand out to me. Like, for example, all of what he did when he was being tested by his mother and that woman, was just like hold the little needle at his neck, and it was like, don't move, and I was just like, John, no, dog. Like the whole movement of the camera, all of that, and just, I don't know if I'm a big fan of Timothy
Use the
Chalamet.
voice.
Chalamet.
Chalamet.
Doing too much again.
But that's the point, because I don't know what it
Seemed
is.
good in this.
Hmm?
Seemed good. I only saw him in one other movie, which was the.
Yeah. He was good in this, and I don't know if I like him.
Let's not. Okay.
He was good in that too.
He was good in that movie too.
Yeah.
He
Come
was.
by Your
He,
Name. He
he
was
was. He was good at, in Call Me by Your Name. He was very good in Call Me by Your Name. However, I think the movie is just okay. Anyway,
Okay.
Dune. I thought he was really good in Dune, and I loved it. I liked him in Dune based on the fact that the whole building up of this little soft view that's going to turn into something
Hopefully. I know.
based on the books,
Okay,
from
but-
what I
but
hear.
Don't. Okay. Oh.
I haven't read the books
Don't
yet.
spoil it for me, because. Yeah.
But I've heard a few plot points about the book, and at the very least, he's supposed to in the next movie be a stronger character.
Obviously, I gotta tell you another thing I like about it. I like that it's not very predictable in terms of the casting and where they're gonna go as characters, right? Because a lot of the bigger names that were cast, really
Smaller roles.
small
Yeah.
roles, right? Like
Yeah.
right now, I don't even remember what happened to Josh, whatever. Borden,
Just
whatever.
no, well, they lost the whole battle.
Yeah.
Right. So,
But then, so okay, I
Maybe.
don't mean to cut you again, but the reason why I like that though, Matthew, is that the impact Josh Brolin had as a security general was just great to me.
yeah, no, for sure.
You understand? And even my girl, the pretty girl, why am I not remembering?
Zendaya.
Zendaya.
I'm not remembering.
Wait, that's the
anybody's
thing,
name.
because I knew that she was cast. It was a big thing that she was cast, and then
Yeah.
like the whole time I'm like,
So where
not
is
in the
she?
movie? and I liked it. And even
Yeah.
I didn't know that Javier Bardem or whatever his name is. That's him, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was in the freaking movie. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't.
Was it Javier Bardem? No, man, it's somebody
Or
else.
the other
at
one
the
that
end.
looked like him. It's one of them. You know, the two of them. He has a partner
Yeah.
that is also
Yeah.
Musa, right?
Drogo was in it.
Oh, I think
Jason
Momoa.
Momoa.
Jason Momoa was in there. Yeah.
Aquaman.
Yeah, it is Javier Bardem.
Yeah, it is.
It is Javier Bardem.
Yeah.
At the end?
But he's in the middle
He's
and at the end of the movie.
He's in the middle and at the
Yeah,
end.
he's
of
the one
movie.
that speaks on the guy.
Whoa!
So I'm saying, yeah.
Well, and then I think that's a testament to the movie.
No, I'm saying that. So
And the writing of the script.
Vinny, whatever his name is, like the cast and the director, I think they did a very, very good job.
Oh, Villeneuve.
Yeah.
First of all, when it comes to cinematography, are the people he hires.
Right.
Because we need to start, this is going to be hard for you.
Differentiate
Can you
between
find the
DP
name
and
of the
director.
cinematographer?
Okay, let's go.
But Arrival, Blade Runner 2049, just movies that are just...
Yes, another one that's really good too. That's not coming to me. But yeah, no, and the thing is that, I don't know if you know this, but
Sicario.
yes.
Greg Fraser.
He's a big fan of the book, right? So I'm sure he lobbied to try and get this thing made. Because growing up, it must have been his favorite book or something like that. Which is
Look
why I
up
think...
films Greg Fraser has done.
Okay.
Which is why I think he put so much time and effort into the whole process. And that's probably why it's going to be such a long movie. Because it's hard to turn a book into a short movie, like a 2 hour thing.
He lives his
Also.
movies as well, you know.
Yeah, no, but he's a filmmaker.
He's
you
a
understand?
filmmaker.
Yeah, other people making movies, but he's
Yeah.
living it.
Yeah, and what I like about Villeneuve movies that is very standout in 2049, Blade Runner 2049, very standout in Arrival, very standout in Dune, is that he has very powerful non-dialogue scenes.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So like there'll be scenes in Arrival where she's just staring at the aliens and you're just like blown away by that moment. Scenes in Blade Runner where he's just walking and his angles.
Blade Runner is Roger Deakins is the DP for that one. I know that one off my head.
Mad.
Yeah, he's
These are all his.
really good. And it takes a lot of talent to have a scene, for me at least, that's not action and has no dialogue to actually have an impact.
Nice.
That's
So,
so true.
oh, this is actually pretty dope to see now. So, he was a cinematographer for Rogue One Star Wars.
He who?
Greg Fraser
Okay.
is a cinematographer for Dune.
Mhm.
And he was a cinematographer. He was a cinematographer for 3 episodes of The Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
That makes
Right.
sense.
That makes so much sense to me. Foxcatcher, Zero Dark 30. He was a DP for Zero Dark 30 and Killing Them Softly, which is hilarious because Killing Them Softly is with Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, yeah, man.
The one thing I love about Killing Them Softly is how it looks.
Yeah, that movie is slow. That's one of the slowest
Slow.
movies I finished. Because usually the movie too slow to stop.
Yeah. But he's also going to be the DP for a movie that you probably don't want to watch, which is The Batman.
Oh, I can watch it. I mean, it's not like...
Yeah.
I
I
can love it, but
can't
I can
stop.
watch it.
I can't stop watching that goddamn
You
trailer.
know what I really want to watch? And I'm sure it's... Oh, no. I wish... I never... House of Gucci.
Yeah.
Has anybody seen it?
I
I
plan to
haven't.
watch it, but only for weird guy from Star Wars, weird white guy,
Adam Driver.
Adam Driver.
Oh, yeah. Only for him? Nah, that's why I watch the movie.
No, meaning like to be honest, the rest of the trailer, I didn't like the trailers.
Oh,
saw.
I don't... You know I don't watch trailers. I just...
Yeah, the
I heard it
trailers
was being
were
made.
very, very cheesy and corny.
Mhm.
All right, so Gigi, what's your next one?
My next one. Yeah. My next one
We knocked
is,
off. We knocked off Dune.
Dune.
Off of yeah.
is Bad Trip.
But
Did anybody watch Bad Trip?
so Bad Trip. Bad Trip was surprisingly hilarious. Bad Trip is like the Black Borat.
Probably, yeah.
If we're going to compare it to anything, so it's this whole idea that it's all pranks, but they don't tell the people that pranks are happening. But
Yeah.
Eric Andre is a hilarious person.
Yeah,
He
he's
is.
willing to do a lot of things to make
Yeah, it's a
people
lot
laugh.
of risky pranks.
A lot of uncomfortable things.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
man, and I think...
And it had like a storyline.
Oh, it's a horrible story.
Yeah. But like...
Just like Borat.
Yeah. Just like Borat. But I forgot what I was going to say. I was just going to say that I wrote it off. I thought it wasn't going to be that. I just had it on while I was doing something.
And eventually,
And then I realized, like, wait, I'm going to stop doing this because this is making me laugh. So, yeah.
So,
Oh, I
yeah.
need to watch this.
Definitely not in any faves of mine for the year. But as with you, like, I was surprised that... I mean, when they tried to get too much into story, I was just like, all right, we're not taking it serious. Get back to pranks. More pranks. But I think the one that killed me was when he was at the car wash or something. And the vacuum, like, took off all his clothes. And he was just like, oh my God. Oh my... Like, just to see people's reaction. And the other guy was just like, yo. Did not come here for visions of your penis. Like, just... And it's just the idea that this was a real prank made it a little bit better to me. There are elements of even Borat where I'm like, alright, this wasn't real. You know, this was all scripted, and all of those things come up in Bad Trip. But
and another thing that I liked at the end, because throughout the movie, maybe because I knew who Eric Andre was, if I was one of the people he's pranking, I'm like, no, that's Eric Andre. But in the end of the movie where they had like the bloopers where Chris Rock was supposed to be like a cop pranking, and people are like, no, but you're Chris Rock. You can't prank me. I like those, the bloopers.
Yeah, the bloopers at the end was fun too. I mean, it's a fun movie. So if you're looking for light-hearted, dumb comedy that's gonna actually make you laugh, I suggest that. So, Jamar, I think you would like Bad Trip. It would be hilarious.
I just saw the trailer.
Is that what you're watching right there?
It looks
Maybe
fun
we'll
as
have the
fuck.
trailer playing. Maybe we'll have the trailer
maybe,
playing.
It's fun as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could probably do that for the movies we're talking about. We could probably just drop
probably.
the trailers on it.
Bad
Alright.
bitch.
What was Jamar's? Mine? What was my last one?
Yours, I don't know. His is Army of Thieves, though.
Boy, Jamar, these picks, you're gonna be a little bit by yourself again, man. Army of Dead was so horrible. How did Army of Thieves even get watched?
Suppose I tell you say it's the better of the two.
That not saying.
Like,
It's like, out of these two shits, this one never smells about it.
But tell us about
That's why you like Army of Thieves, bro.
dog, it just... Alright, first of all, I was expecting, like, Army of the Dead kind of corny. And it just kind of catch me off guard, like, oh, it has something to it. The whole angle where them take with this.
I don't know.
this
Do you want to
little
like
nerdy
spoil
youth.
it and just like?
I don't
tell us
think
what's about?
much people plan to watch it, so you might as well.
Don't know, man.
Oh.
Tell us what the movie's about.
Alright, so it's supposed
Jamar's
to be
top
the
three
prequel
is
to
all
Army of
races.
the Dead. First of all, it's supposed to be the prequel to Army of the Dead.
Thank you.
So in theory, them should have released it first. But anyways, it's like this before the whole zombie apocalypse happen. There's this set of safe that this legendary lockmaker they make, and them scatter through the world, and this billionaire collect them and have all them riches in them, and this set of thieves decide say, yo, them are gonna lick them, but them they have to find them have everything in place except them they have to find somebody who can crack all of the safe, and them find this little nerdy youth who always I make video about cracking safe and put him to the test and figure out say him have the stuff and them recruit him, and then he becomes a main character. And it's just
And then
all
them teeth,
about,
all of them. Right?
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, my thing with these movies, and did Zack Snyder direct this as well, or he produced
Yes.
it? He directed it?
Yeah.
My thing with Zack Snyder is, first of all, he's so bad.
It says director Matthias Schwartz. Well, no, I'm doing too
Army of
much.
Thieves? Oh, no, you're doing too much.
No, I'm doing too much. Army of Thieves.
I think he produced Army of Thieves.
Or he's a producer?
Yeah, I think he's the producer.
Zack Snyder produced. Yeah.
Yeah, he directed Army of the Dead, And I think he want to bust somebody on the Netflix money. So him produce Army of the Thieves.
me just assume say him direct the two of them.
I think Snyder's biggest problem is that he's one of the most stubborn directors out there. And it's funny because Zack Snyder's Justice League was almost in my... if I was to make a top 20 or a top 15, maybe not a top 10 after I finish watch off the December movies, but Zack Snyder's Justice League would be in there. And it's one of those that he has fought for because he's like, it's actually my vision. Cool. You know,
It's a bit long-winded.
It needed to be actually good, I think,
Okay.
for that story.
I agree.
You agree with me?
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's no origin story for so many
There's
characters.
no origin story,
You have to
and
try
then that's actually what
With the
I
show.
think is one of the biggest faults of the DC universe is that they don't take the risk that Marvel takes, which is to make shitty to average origin movies, so that when they're making their good big movie, we already know what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a long
And
game.
spend the
and
time
then
It's
on
a long
it.
game, yeah. They keep forcing. Although no, I think they're kind of taking the long game with some other films that we may not really like because they're taking on more camp style. But that's the thing with and that's what Zack Snyder did with this long-winded version was he took time to tell some stories, and those stories turned out to be a little bit better than the rushed version that came out that was only 2 hours 10 minutes. Because of that, it didn't make any sense. So with Army of the Dead, and I think what he's trying to do with Army of Thieves is he's trying to milk the zombie genre, which is why he could not have put out Army of Thieves first. Nobody would care.
Yeah.
But because he put out Army of the Dead and this locksmith guy was probably the only somewhat character that we care about.
Yeah.
He was able to use that, capitalize on that,
And go back and tell film story.
and go back and make a movie on it.
Yeah.
You know that there's it's low risk because it's Netflix. Half of the people who love and Netflix make their numbers off of are low thinking.
That's a fact.
Fact.
You know, so Bridgerton fans are who they're making the money off of.
Don't do that.
You can do that safely.
Jamar just get that. Jamar's like, yo, I remember coming in and seeing him watch. I was like, what is? He's like, Bridgerton, you don't watch it. Not for you.
Yeah,
Not
but
for
just
you.
dismiss him right now.
Not for you. Not for you.
Just dismiss him right
And I was
now.
like, huh. You know, and then somebody said Simon, like I heard a character named Simon. He's like, don't even care about that. Not for you.
Definitely not.
You know, and it's one of those where you're like, all right, I see you. I feel like it's only there on your list because you haven't been watching a lot of film this year. But
Maybe that's true for most of us.
most
Yeah.
of us,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
the ones that
2021, to be honest, is my
Definitely.
worst film watching year.
But
Ever.
and I think a lot of films that I wanted to watch, that I was excited for at the start of the year, coming out in December, so I don't even get to watch them yet to talk about them, or got pushed to 2022 because I think
COVID, whatever.
yeah, COVID and all of that. You know, I guess I'm the last film, which is A Quiet Place 2. It's a really good story that I really love the pacing of the story. I really look forward to more films from John Krasinski. God damn it.
Oh, he's so good.
Yeah,
He's
he's
so
so good. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
so good. And
And his wife is lovely.
KK.
That's Emily Blunt, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Oh, Emily is his wife?
In real life, yeah.
Oh, I like Emily.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think she's his wife in any films.
She's his wife in the film.
In this
in this one,
film.
other than this. Sorry, whoops.
Yeah.
I love how they paced Quiet Place 2. Based on the fact that, okay, so a little part of me annoyed because I like great endings to just end. And A Quiet Place 1
Perfection.
was the friggin' shotgun
Yeah.
click.
Everything
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the movie is good.
It's just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
just done, dog.
Yeah, man, A Quiet Place 1.
You know,
I do.
but I like the little prequel vibes of A Quiet Place 2. I a part of me wish it was just a full-on prequel because I feel like they could have just Cloverfield the arrival of the you know, but
And I liked Peaky Blinders.
Cillian Murphy.
Yes, I like it.
I really liked his character.
Is it Killian or Cillian?
I'm doing too much.
Killian.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
doing too much.
okay.
Whatever.
Mhm.
I'm gonna get cancelled by all of these groups.
Who's watching?
100 people per week, bitch.
Oh, that's so
I love you guys so much.
Right? Right? You just diss all our fans.
General.
But the thing about A Quiet Place 2 that's just great is sound design.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
just like the first movie.
Now you tell me.
No, what? No, you deserve a conk. From Quiet Place 1, it's all about sound design.
Yeah, that's all the movie is. The script must have been like that.
Yeah, it's all about. It's
One
called
pitch.
A Quiet Place, Jamar.
I know, Simon.
So the sound
Also,
design.
the plot is really good.
When you book up something with good sound design, you say, yo, Jay, you watch that. Yeah.
No, but I definitely didn't because I didn't think I'd have to tell you that about A Quiet Place 2. It's literally about people trying to be quiet.
Want a conk.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely do. And they added just different elements, water, enclosed places, just how these people would have to exist.
The crunchiest leaves you've ever stepped on.
Jesus. The Doritos of leaves
Yeah.
show up in A Quiet Place series.
Yeah.
But and it's well, I like to call it choreographed.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Because it's like just deciding where, what, fling what.
Mm.
I feel like that's choreography. It's like a dance to me. You know what I mean? So like you're watching like a fight scene, that's obviously a choreographed fight scene. But I feel like destruction scenes have to be
Yeah.
choreographed.
Yeah,
like,
that's-
Planned, yeah.
like a screenwriter will write, aliens arrive and show up and they have the dialogue. But somebody has to decide where they arrive from, what they're mashing into,
Mhm.
what they're knocking over. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
these.
it was probably.
So it's art. It's like it's probably more set design than choreograph.
No, but I understand what
it's
you're saying.
choreographed because it's the
No.
the
You
blocking
have to
happens.
choreograph it before you design the set.
Yeah. Well, no, meaning.
Or you could have designed the set.
But the movements
I'm
of
sure it is
people.
good.
Oh.
Yeah, so the
Is a
movement of people
choreography.
is
Yeah.
the blocking, and usually
Yeah.
that's what it's called. And usually the director is the one that will decide where you go here, you
Right.
do that.
And all of that is
Because
choreography.
I've only seen that part of the film, and it was well done.
Somewhere out there is a proper term for it. I
I'm
feel.
sure there is. Well,
Yeah.
like I said, blocking is the term.
Blocking definitely, yeah.
Mm.
But the movement of everything. So like even it's all in the trailers though. That prequel scene
That's
where
the problem.
what?
That's the problem. It's in the damn trailer. They need to stop doing that.
Yeah.
It's in the best
Uh,
parts.
Set the best
Yes and no.
scenes.
Yes and no. Matthew, I'm with you, but hear what? I'm just with you in the sense that I just don't watch for some movies I just don't watch a trailer, or if I watch it once, because
And I forget, yeah.
you say that, but then there are people who are not going to watch a movie without good
Without
trailer.
the trailer. Yeah, I mean, to make money, I
Yeah.
get it to them. I get it.
All right, let's hear what we should do for the TV shows. Just throw out all three of the TV shows you liked.
Okay. So
I will just do that and go around.
Sure.
Sure. So mine are. Oh, I don't have 3. I have 10.
Oh shit!
Just all of them.
No. I won't say all of them.
So all of them. Just throw them out. Throw them out. Quick,
Okay.
quick.
Why the Last Man, Ted Lasso, Love Life, Foundation, Invincible, Succession, and Dave.
Cool. Invincible and Dave are mine.
Okay, cool.
So we'll talk about those in mine.
Okay.
Pick one of those to talk about.
I'll talk about Why the Last Man.
Interesting. I really like the comic. I haven't seen the show.
I like the
Right.
comic. Don't spoil it, please.
Well, and I'm done. Go on.
Oh
shit!
No, hold on. We can still start with the concept because you've read the comics.
I know the concept.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I also read the comic before
Mhm.
I saw the show, and the concept is that all male species of everything, humans and animals, drop down dead one day except for this one guy and his monkey.
Fuck.
Oh.
No, I know nothing about it.
No, but you see, that's not really a spoiler because it starts.
Yeah.
As
It starts.
It's the premise of the show.
Right.
Right.
And then it's about him dealing with that.
And you see how the world is different and how women, you
Imagine
know.
being the only man, Johnny. It can't
Oh
be
no,
good.
literally all the men.
Anything without a Y chromosome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and,
And that's why
right.
it's why the last man.
Yeah.
Not
Except for-
why the last man.
So it's him and his
Dog.
monkey, because
Yeah.
his monkey's male as well.
Oh shit.
Monkey's like, I smell testosterone. But the show you think is
Wow.
good? Is well
Yes,
done?
I think the show is good.
All right. Well, I
It
feel
kind of
like-
reminds me of maybe it's because of the style that it's done in, but of the very first episodes of Walking Dead that
Mhm.
that people
Like
actually
Rick.
liked.
That's the
Yeah.
vibe of
Oh,
it.
Or
yeah,
kind of like
yeah.
28 days later kind of vibe.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of has that vibe.
Because with that those yeah. Love Walking Dead, especially at the beginning.
The
Yeah.
first
Not what's
few
happening
seasons.
now. Who knows? But
Man,
yeah.
that
Yeah, nobody
building
knows what's
that
happening.
Walking Dead jumped off of.
It's worse than Game of Thrones, though.
Huh?
Is it worse than Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Yes, because
Yeah.
here's the thing about
It's
Game
still
of
going
Thrones.
on.
Here's the thing.
Done. No.
No.
Done.
Here's the thing about Game of Thrones and why it's not as bad as the Walking Dead fall off is the Game of Thrones fall off still kind of drops into nitpicking and preferences, right? There are many things for the Game of Thrones fall off, but there's still a why would they do that? Ray. I wish them they kind of stick to the style of the book, and then them know for just done. You understand? Them know
Done.
for just wrap up them story. Walking Dead fell off of something and said, let's just be a whole new show for a whole new set of people and just make money off of this set of people that don't need to think anymore.
It's a soap opera.
Yeah, and it's just all soap opera, and we are just over here just like the trending meme.
All the things we watch are kind of soap operas.
Ooh,
No,
don't you?
the trending no.
Maybe
Okay,
things
okay.
you watch.
Maybe.
No, soap opera in the sense that they continuously will come up with ridiculousness so that it will keep going on.
Right, and then you get a new
Okay,
fan
okay,
base
okay,
every
okay.
10
Yeah,
years.
Okay,
that's
okay.
the soap opera thing.
That's
Not soap opera in terms of a story that's dramatic.
Right.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
That's an opera.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like when Marlena get the demon and
Right.
come back
and then
and
20 years later they do it again because
Right.
those first set of people died.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Days of Our Lives still exists.
I can't
That's
believe we're
crazy.
talking about Days of Our Lives on the show.
Anyway,
I
But-
never thought we would ever bring up Days of Our Lives on this show.
Person.
you never thought that if anybody would, it would be you.
I didn't think that. I did.
Jamar, for
Like-
those who are just tuning, Jamar is the pleb captain.
Yeah,
Captain
but
of the pleb ship.
Days of Our Lives and
that's-
Chat Bout Flim though. Shit.
But yeah. But I will pre no. I kind of with Why the Last Man. I kind of waiting to see if more seasons come out.
Same. So
Yeah.
the thing is that it was supposed to be a movie initially.
Yeah.
A couple years back, a director that I follow was supposed to be directing it, but thank God they did the TV show. No, at least like in 2021, TV shows are borderline better than the average
Movies.
movie being made.
Mhm.
Not necessarily
It's
better
not
movies in
borderline. It
general.
is better.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
and it's sad because you see, I still prefer movies. I don't watch a lot of TV shows because I can't bother wait till next year to finish
Gotcha.
that show. You
Yeah.
get me? But for some things like a book, it's better. Game of Thrones could have never been a movie and be good.
Never.
You know what I'm saying?
Never,
So,
never.
Yeah,
No,
That's
too
right.
many
yeah,
elements.
Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings is the same thing. You did it in a movie, but you did it in what would have really been 6 normal movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jamar, just reel out your 3 shows and we'll pick one.
I have them. It is Big Mouth.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't have them.
Should really have done
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, you
Big
only
Mouth
gave
is
me
the
Big
main one,
Mouth.
Big
Yeah,
Mouth
no.
was-
You only
said,
gave me Big
you said,
Mouth.
and you said Narcos Mexico maybe.
Narcos
Yeah.
Mexico. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But
that-
I'm going to call you, bro. I don't think you finished this year's season.
Fuck off, man.
it. Have you
Fuck
started
up.
it? That's all you need, bro.
Huh?
Have you
Yeah.
started
Yeah,
it?
I'm started. And it's
But
so good.
Which one you want to talk about? That or Big Mouth?
Let's talk about Big Mouth. Big
I
Mouth,
haven't seen this year's season.
bro. It's
Oh. But it's in your faves, bro.
It was the only
no. I
one.
still love it, cause it's still true to what Big Mouth is.
Which is what you
Yeah, I have
think?
no idea what the show is.
Big Mouth is.
Which is ski. That's
Yeah,
all
okay.
Big Mouth is.
Yeah, okay, maybe.
Ski. Child porn.
It's about horny kids.
Mm-hmm,
What kids do with their hormones.
Disclaimer.
And
It is a cartoon iteration about the thoughts of horny kids.
Yes.
It is not
It's not child porn.
child porn.
Oh, it's not. And it's animated.
Go ahead, no.
So
I mean, even that's debatable.
Yeah, because in this last season there was an
So-
episode where there were like real people, like he was talking to, or spoilers. Sorry,
Yeah.
what?
Anyways, so basically every child, them conscience come out as a hormone monster.
Mm-hmm.
Zin, and that's that little horny voice that telling them to do all sorts of things for,
Yeah, but that's
for
a usual
carnal
thing.
pleasure.
That's a usual thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what makes this season stand out?
Them did kind of just take a whole different turn with some new hormone monsters that I never did really expect, and it never seemed like the first 2 seasons.
So
they also had the shame
Wizard.
and
but that was from season 4 because I remember the Shame Wizard.
the love bugs
Yeah.
and I don't remember.
So
what
the
else.
love bugs are new.
Yeah, the love bugs are
Um,
new.
My thing with
The worms are new.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the only two
The
new
hate
elements.
worms. I don't know whatever. Yeah.
my thing with Big Mouth and why I think it's a big fall off is I think season 1 and 2 had a slightly educational feel in the terms of these are things that young people struggle with. These are things that go through their minds. And I think especially for American culture, you know what I mean? Because it delved really into the American culture. They tried to like pinpoint that, you know, their brains are ticking. And I think with season 4 for me, why I didn't even bother with season 5 is they just went straight into the crazy. You know, it's like let's make it as extreme as possible and pretend that there's this philosophical thing behind it when I think they lost that about season 3.
Yeah, but what else them they gonna say? Them
No, nothing. End
Exactly.
Yeah, it could just end
End
the
the
show.
show.
Actually.
Exactly. So if them not gonna end the show, them really never have a next direction for take.
Yeah, sometimes these people need to learn, stop juicing it for the money. End
Yeah,
the
at this
show,
point it's really
save
for the
face.
money, but
Just
I
end
still
the show.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's still good.
But some of
End
them-
on a hype.
Some of them done buy a house that them can't really pay for unless
True,
they
and I
make a
just have
next
to keep
one.
going, keep going. Yeah, when they want them done, I guess that's what it's about.
Yeah, so yeah. Whew.
Yeah, wow.
I guess that wasn't really a fave, but but
Yeah, big up to Jordan nonetheless.
yeah, we're kind of running out of time anyway.
Okay,
so
so
Wrap.
mine,
Oh.
we're
Go
wrapping
ahead.
up. Matthew, you have any you want to throw their shows?
Well, the only show I saw this year that was current was The Expanse,
Mhm.
season 5, I think it was. I don't know.
Yeah, that's an Expanse
But-
toy right there.
Yeah, the I can't specifically speak about this season. I was going to talk about the whole show, and to me, I guess what I like about it the most is just the world that they created,
Yeah.
and what would people be like if this was a real world. It seems very realistic. I like that there's so much diverse culture amongst the 3 planets. If you guys don't know what it's about, basically, Earth is dying. They sent a team like maybe 300 years before the show starts to Mars to somehow be able to make it livable. So you have Mars, Earth, and you have people that live in the belt, which is like in between, just in space, like at the stations or whatever. And it's just, they've become 3 different nations that are struggling to get along and figure out how to live.
Interesting. I started it, and I think you've made me want to pick it up a little bit more now. The show I would bring up, I guess some of my favorite shows, but the one show I definitely think is just the baddest of the year is Invincible. I know everybody spoke about Squid Games, and I think it's okay.
Oh,
Squid
I'm
Games,
sorry.
is okay.
That not even good.
Hold on
I
there.
liked it.
But Invincible,
Invincible was this year?
you saw
Yes.
Invincible, bro.
We watched it,
Yo,
bro.
what's
Bro.
Invincible?
Yo,
What? You didn't see Invincible?
dog,
I
you
don't know
need
what
to
Netflix-
see
it's a Netflix
Invincible.
show, I see.
No.
It's
You-
it's an Amazon show. Amazon
Dog,
Prime, I think.
So you
Amazon
have to have
Prime
Amazon
original.
Prime.
Matthew, you would love Invincible.
Yo, Invincible is
It's a rated
Top
R.
notch.
the shit.
So Invincible is like a rated R cartoon superhero show.
Yeah.
It's
This
kind
is
of like
the
The
one
Boys.
with the
It's
guy
like,
that looks like Timothy Oliphant, but it's not Timothy Oliphant.
yeah.
Okay, I
It's a
saw.
cartoon.
With
No,
the-
it's not a cartoon. Is it a cartoon?
It's
It is a
anime.
cartoon. It's
Yeah.
animated.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
It's animated.
Okay.
No, so he has the big eye. That's what's the name? Oh my god, I'm forgetting everybody's name. But basically, Matthew, it's a rated R cartoon version that's kind of like The Boys, where it's just balls to the wall, all of this. But Omni-Man basically is killing. He kills off most of the
Yeah.
superheroes.
Yeah.
But he is like the top superhero, but nobody knows he did that.
Right.
And his son is like turning into a
Spoilers.
Yeah,
Hey.
barely.
Hey, alright.
But episode 1 goes so hard, and it's blood.
So hard.
It's blood, guts.
Yo.
There's nothing
Alright,
that is.
So I
that
should
is
definitely watch this. I think
You
I might
should
have
definitely
started
watch
it.
this.
It's right up your alley.
and we
Yeah,
definitely
alright.
should have an episode where we talk about Invincible. But
Sure.
it's
Yo,
to me one of the best
Invincible
shows
is
of the
so
year. It might be the best show of the year. I think that's the show of the year for me, honestly.
Yeah. I'm right there
Honestly.
with you, bro.
But there's some other shows that I need to watch. I need to watch Succession. I need to finish up Narcos. But we will have a show where we talk about animated TV shows, and Invincible has
Will
to be
be.
at the top of it.
Yeah. Has to
Has
be.
to.
Yeah, right now I'm not seeing nothing for top
Yeah,
Invincible.
I'm going to watch that tonight.
It is
Yeah.
It
It's
is
so
jaw dropping. It is so and
There's a character you're going to hate. Tough it
Just
shoot.
say
Tough
that,
it
just
tough.
say that, just say that, just say
No,
that,
have
bro.
you
I know
forgotten
what
he'll quit after 40 seconds.
No, I get what you should. When I hype it up, let's say.
Yeah. He'll
But-
quit after 40 seconds. Like, this bitch. I just.
I really want to point out, though, since you mentioned, like, Squid Games is not good. It's
I don't
just
like it either.
Okay.
It's just okay.
The first episode
Yeah.
or when the first start.
It's
like,
entertaining,
that's
you know.
what it is.
It's
And
entertaining.
it's not bad.
Yeah, enjoyable is the word that I used.
Right, but like the
I wouldn't go as far as good.
The twist or whatever.
None of the twists were surprising.
A mile away.
A mile away.
I knew exactly what was coming. It's like, oh, okay, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just for the fact that he had the number one and he was old, I already knew what was coming. Why is he number one? But yeah, so it's just okay. I've seen much better Korean films or shows.
Much better,
Like,
but
yeah,
I do like that this popularity may have brought that
It can
to the
boost them.
forefront.
Awareness
It can boost them,
to-
for
It
sure.
can boost
Yeah,
them,
for
and
sure.
they can make that money, make that money,
Yeah.
make that square the money. But yeah, but outside of that, I mean, we really wanted to wrap up our film, so we throw TV shows a little bit at the end. But it's been an interesting year, and in season 3 we can talk about other good movies that end up in our Oscar chat.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it?
And we'd have seen the
all
December
the
movies.
December movies, you know. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed it. Before Gigi, I know I always try to end it before you.
No, you
You're
can end it.
close.
Just go ahead.
But look forward to our Christmas episode next week, and I just want to big up all of the platforms. So please subscribe to the YouTube. Which one am I looking at? This one. Subscribe to the YouTube. Please follow us on all of the social media platforms.
Anchors. Oh,
TikToky.
yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Twitter, IG. Subscribe on YouTube, said that already. Follow us on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and a whole lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Breaker, some other podcasts.
Where you get your
Republic,
podcasts, we
everything.
should be there.
We did
Yeah.
it. We did it.
Everywhere.
And there's like a part there in Anchor where you can give us money. Let's give us some money.
Yes.
Give us some money. Give me some money. You know.
Why we don't get on Patreon? People would give us money on Patreon.
And when we're on Patreon, look out for us.
Look out for us on Patreon.
When it happens.
Yeah.
We're
But-
soon there.
Other than that, big up. This has been Chat Bout Flim.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.